It's a serious colonial experience you go through. The name of the parishes, them, the 14 parishes, because one time there was about 20 parishes, you know. It's in your school book, you know. It's in your school book. One time there was about 20 parishes. We want to tell the Jamaican people who is too old to remember why Clarendon named Clarendon and Hanover named Hanover and Kingston named Kingston and St. Andrew named St. Andrew. And we want to tell the youth them who has never heard it before why them live in a who was Portland, who was St. Mary, who was St. Elizabeth. We want to refresh your brains and refresh your education in this matter. So, we want to start with Clarendon. Clarendon was named in honor of the Lord Chancellor Sir Edward Hyde, Earl of Clarendon, one of Jamaica's youngest parishes. Clarendon was formed from a combination of 3 parishes: St. Dorothy's, Vere, and the old parish of Clarendon. Before the merger, its capital was Chapelton. There's 3 parishes. Make Clarendon, remember I tell you, say, Jamaica did have more than 14 parish. Okay. Hanover, Jamaica's second smallest parish. Hanover was established in 1725 and was named for the reigning monarch on the British throne, George I, who was from the House of Hanover in Germany. George I, who was from the House of Hanover in Germany. Kingston, the capital of Jamaica, is the smallest parish, yet the most populated city on the island. Kingston was founded in July the 22nd, 1692, by Colonel Barry's Hog Crawl. Colonel Barry's Hog Crawl as a refuge for survivors of the earthquake on June the 7th, which had destroyed 2/3 of Port Royal. The original grid pattern of Kingston remains the same today except for a few additions. The additional streets were named after the councillors at the time when the town was founded. Manchester. In 1814, Manchester was formed from the parishes of Clarendon, Vere, and St. Elizabeth. It was named after the Duke of Manchester, who was governor of Jamaica when it was formed. Can you imagine that? All of these guys.
The Blackfeet Radio. Hit the like button and make a comment before
parish,
sharing.
The old parish, either name after them or where them come from. It was named after the Duke of Manchester, who was governor of Jamaica when it was formed. St. Andrew. St. Andrew was one of the first parishes in Jamaica to establish by law in 1867 before being established. It was known as, guess what it was known as? Ligani, the Taino word for iguana. As Kingston grew in popularity, wealthy residents of Kingston began buying old pens. Listen to this, you know. Listen to this. As Kingston grew in popularity, wealthy residents of Kingston began buying old quote-unquote pens in St. Andrew. Quote-unquote pen originally referred to a farm where livestock was kept. And until recently, many areas in St. Andrew were still called pens. Pens soon came to be considered a derogatory term for places where people lived, and many of these pens were renamed gardens. Now I can tell you about when my granny used to live at Jones Pen, which is Jonestown. When we hear about Trench Pen, when we hear Admiral Pen, all of them the name Pen, because animals stuck on him thing there anyway. So them say it was a derogatory term for places where people lived, and many of these pens were renamed gardens. St. Anne. St. Anne was named after Anne Hyde. Now, how she become saint, I don't know. Wife of James II, King of England, and is recognized as the largest of all the parishes. It is known as the Garden Parish for its bauxite agriculture and livestock production, and perhaps most notably, its tourist attractions. So, now you know who was St. Anne. She was the wife of James II, King of England. I don't know how she became a saint. St. Catherine. St. Catherine was created in 1867 when 4 smaller parishes were joined together and is named for Catherine, Queen of Charles II. St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth is one of the oldest parishes in Jamaica, originally including much of the western section of the island. It was split to form parts of Westmoreland and Manchester in 1703 and in 1814, respectively. So, St. Elizabeth was named in honor of Lady Elizabeth Mudford, wife of Sir Thomas Mudford, governor of Jamaica between 1664 and 1671. Up to now, we don't see nothing will represent the majority of the Jamaican people, because them things get named long before most of when it born. Long time. Now we are here. We are here. Anyway, St. James. St. James was one of the second group of parishes formed in Jamaica, and it's said to have been named by Sir Thomas Mudford in about 1655 for the Duke of York. Them name it for the Duke of York, you know. Because it's all this Mudford man. This Mudford man have enough stock, you know. Because him have a hand in a St. Elizabeth, Lady St. Elizabeth, and him have a hand in a St. James. Because him say, all right, I love that brother there, you know. So you know. See the Duke of York, who later became James II, Raka, how him become saint. That is the point, you know. The point is how the hell these people just put on saint upon themselves. Well, I mean, really. Anyway. Yes, anyway, we can read again. St. James was one of the second group of parishes formed in Jamaica, and it's said to have been named by Sir Thomas Mudford in about 1655 for the Duke of York, who later became James II and was a reigning monarch at the time. It was, however, much larger at the time, as it included what are now the separate parishes of Trelawney and Hanover. You hear that? St. James, Trelawney and Hanover was once engrafted in the parish of St. James. St. Mary. St. Mary is well known for being one of the first sections of the island to be occupied by the Spaniards. It is believed to have been named after the Spanish port Santa Maria. Although Mudford's daughter was called Mary, and when St. Mary was first formed, it was next to the parish of St. George, which was named after George Needham, Mary's husband. I tell you, what a catastrophe. So, St. Mary, the daughter, although his daughter, Mudford's daughter, the man have enough argument in a tree parish. St. Mary was first, when St. Mary was first formed, it was next to the parish of St. George, the brother of St. George again, which was named after George Needham, Mary's husband. Trelawney, established in 1770. This parish was named after William Trelawney, former governor of Jamaica. Westmoreland. Colonists named this parish Westmoreland in 1703 after the English took over the island from Spanish rule in 1665. It is likely that it received its name as it was the most westerly point of the island. Savannah La Mar, the capital, was developed as a port from which sugar was exported and dates back to around 1730. Portland. Portland was named after the Duke of Portland, governor in 1723, the year of the parish's formation. Portland is a parish located on Jamaica's northeast coast. It is situated to the north of St. Thomas and the east of St. Mary. Now, it's interesting to stop at the Portland thing a little.
You are
Lord
listening to the
Portland,
Blackfeet
one of
Radio.
the family
Hit that subscribe
of the
button and keep
original
listening.
Duke of Portland came to Jamaica and got in parish. And the Maroons, in at this modern time, and when I talk about 50 years ago, we are talking about since me depend this program here. Since me depend this program here. The Maroons sit with this man, Lord Portland, and the treaty that them did sign, who them claim say a trick them get tricked because them never can read it and them not put the X there. These Maroons can now read and them re-sign the treaty in a Portland, sit down with this white boy named Lord Portland. Them re-sign the treaty without making any adjustment to the treaty. So, that is just a little anecdote for you here. St. Thomas was named after Thomas, Lord Windsor, governor of Jamaica in 1662. And those are the parishes, how them get them name, who them get them name from, and where them get them name from. Now, looking at that, where in that we as the majority of Jamaican people can say without a shadow of doubt that this is very inspiring. This is very inspiring. A statue of Usain Bolt to a youth is very inspiring. A statue of Bob Marley is very inspiring.
The Blackfeet Radio. Hit the like button and make a comment before sharing.